Is Elon Musk really done with Donald Trump? Or is there a bombshell reason he just slammed the door on a top government post? Tonight, we're not just scratching the surface. We're digging deep into what we're calling Musk ditches. Trump, budget betrayal, or billionaire bailout. Stick around, because the official story is just the tip of the iceberg. Welcome back to U.S. and World Politics Decoded. We're diving headfirst into a story that's got Washington and Wall Street buzzing. Elon Musk, the enigmatic tech mogul, has officially ended his role as a key advisor to President Donald Trump. The timing, suspiciously close to him publicly trashing Trump's multi-billion-dollar budget proposal. So, the big question on everyone's mind, and probably yours too, is, was this a principled stand against fiscal irresponsibility, or a calculated chess move by a billionaire who knows when to fold a tricky hand? We're about to dissect every angle of this high-stakes political drama. Let's set the stage. Earlier this year, in a move that raised eyebrows and sparked 1,000 memes, Elon Musk was brought into the Trump administration. His mission? To lead a newly formed task force, the Department of Governmental Efficiency, or, get this, DOGE. Yes, DOGE. It sounds like a cryptocurrency, but its stated goal was to slash wasteful government spending. Musk was appointed as a special government employee, a nifty title that allowed him to work in a government capacity for 130 days a year. Now, if you do the math, counting from Trump's inauguration on January 20th, that 130-day clock was set to run out right around, you guessed it, the end of May. How convenient, right? Musk himself took to X, the platform he owns, to announce the end of his scheduled term. He thanked President Trump for the opportunity, expressing his belief that this cost-cutting agency would become a way of life throughout government. A White House official even confirmed that Musk's departure as a special government employee would commence Wednesday night. On the surface, it all sounds rather neat and tidy, an amicable end to a temporary assignment. But as always in politics, the devil is in the details, and the timing. This is where the official narrative starts to unravel, and the real story begins to emerge. Musk's polite exit announcement came hot on the heels of him publicly criticizing President Trump's ambitious, and what some are calling fiscally reckless, budget proposal. This isn't just some minor spending bill we're talking about. Trump himself has dubbed it his big and beautiful project of law. This legislative behemoth, which narrowly passed the House and is now being debated in the Senate, is packed with multi-billion-dollar tax exemptions, a significant hike in defense spending, and, controversially, funding for mass deportations. But here's the part that allegedly got under Musk's skin. The budget is projected to swell the U.S. deficit. That's the gap between what the government spends and what it takes in, by an eye-watering $600 billion over the next fiscal year. Yes, $600 billion. For a man tasked with reducing government spending, this must have felt like a slap in the face. Musk didn't pull any punches. He stated he was disappointed with Trump's budget plan, arguing it fundamentally undermines the very work he and DOGE were supposedly doing to rein in public expenditure. Frankly, I was disappointed to see the huge spending bill, Musk declared, adding that Trump's plan not only doesn't reduce, but increases the budget deficit. He even took a jab at Trump's description of the bill, quipping, "I think a bill can be big or beautiful. I don't know if it can be both." That's not just criticism, that's a direct challenge from Trump's own savings czar. Remember, Musk was appointed by Trump as the savings czar, and his DOGE department had reportedly already made cuts, including to U.S. foreign aid. So, to see the president championing a bill that blows a new hole in the deficit? It's a direct contradiction. These statements paint a picture of a growing ideological chasm. This isn't the kind of language you typically hear from a departing advisor who wants to remain in the good graces of a notoriously thin-skinned president. It throws into question the previously cozy relationship between the two. Let's not forget, Musk helped Trump regain the White House last year with donations exceeding a staggering $250 million. That's $250 million. So, is this a genuine, irreconcilable policy difference? Or is there something more calculated at play? Musk himself has hinted at a desire to step back from the political limelight. Just last week, he announced plans to considerably reduce his dedication to politics in the future. He also committed to leading Tesla for another 5 years. This is crucial because Musk's very public role in the Trump administration hasn't exactly been a smooth ride for his business empire. Tesla has reportedly faced protests, boycotts, and even a dip in sales, all attributed to Musk's controversial directorship of DOGE. So, is Musk simply cutting his political losses to shield his primary ventures from further controversy and financial damage? It's a question worth asking. He even defended his actions last week by stating, "I did what needed to be done." And what about DOGE itself? Was it the lean, mean, waste-cutting machine it was touted to be? The department's website, as of April, boldly claimed it had already saved taxpayers around $75 billion, a colossal sum. However, the media, after analyzing this figure, concluded that it lacks solid substantiation. This casts a shadow of doubt over the actual achievements of DOGE and raises questions about whether it was more about political optics than genuine fiscal reform. Trump and Musk had justified these cuts as a necessary measure to eliminate what they termed fraud and abuse in federal spending. Now, with Musk gone and publicly criticizing the president's cornerstone budget, how will Trump react? We don't know for certain, but knowing his track record, a quiet, dignified silence seems highly improbable. Will he lash out at Musk? Will he try to discredit DOGE's or Musk's work? Or will this internal criticism from a figure he personally appointed and who was a major donor force any kind of reassessment of his big and beautiful budget? The political fallout from this could be significant. The budget itself is a political hot potato. Beyond the defense spending and tax cuts, it also proposes to increase the debt ceiling, the maximum amount the federal government can borrow, to a mind-boggling $4 trillion. This is the kind of figure that makes fiscal conservatives shudder, and it seems Musk, despite his maverick image, might be one of them, at least on this issue. So, to recap this whirlwind of political maneuvering, Elon Musk has officially concluded his 130-day term as Trump's special advisor on government efficiency. That's the official line. But the timing, immediately following his public denunciation of Trump's deficit-increasing budget proposal, suggests a far more contentious departure. Musk, the man who helped bankroll Trump's return to power with over $200 billion, now finds himself at odds with the president's key fiscal policy. Is this a genuine case of a policy purist taking a stand? Is Musk trying to salvage his reputation and protect Tesla from the political blowback of being too closely aligned with a controversial administration? Or is it a bit of both? Musk's commitment to reduce his political involvement and focus on Tesla for the next 5 years certainly points towards a strategic realignment. What's undeniable is that this episode exposes the fragile alliances and high-stakes power plays that define Washington. It's a clash of titans, a battle of egos, and a stark reminder that even the closest political relationships can fracture under the weight of policy disagreements and personal ambition. The story of Elon Musk and Donald Trump is far from over, and the reverberations of this split will likely be felt for months to come. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe Musk's reasons for leaving were purely about the budget? Or is there a deeper strategy at play? Drop your theories and opinions in the comments section below. Let's get a debate going. If you found this deep dive enlightening and want more no-holds-barred analysis of the stories shaping our world, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and, most importantly, subscribe to US and World Politics Decoded. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we upload new content. We're committed to bringing you the stories behind the headlines. Thanks for tuning in to US and World Politics Decoded. We'll see you in the next video.